Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestle Plug Watchalong number 3. I am Aaron Nix. Joining me, of course, is Kyle Wilkinson. Now, this week, it was Kyle's choice. So, Kyle, why don't you tell the audience what you've chosen, you fucking bellend?
Yeah, this is pretty much going to be torture for everyone involved, isn't it? So, thus far, we've had a couple of classics in different ways. We had, Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan, which was not as bad as we thought, but hilarious. And then we had Bad Blood 97, the first Hell in a Cell match. Those are very different to what we're doing now.
A veritable 5-star classic. One of the greatest matches ever and my personal favourite match of all time. So I gave Kyle Wilkinson the reins this week. And Kyle Wilkinson has chosen... What have you chosen, Kyle?
Well, we were hoping you guys would have some suggestions.
Don't qualify it. Tell the fucking audience what you picked.
All right, you guys wanted a train wreck, I'm sure. We are doing the Extreme Elimination Chamber from ECW's December to Dismember 2006.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's a comment bar below, so please direct all your hatred towards Carl Wilkinson at xcarl_Wilkinson on the Twitter and Instagram as well, if you believe that it is necessary to flood him with hate. That being said, I believe, Carl Wilkinson, you have chosen this because you think that a dumpster fire will add more entertainment value as opposed to me fapping ferociously over a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be hilarious. I remember watching this. Everyone has seen the picture of Paul Heyman face palming right on the hard cam. This is just going to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it better be. So basically, ECW December to Dismember 2006. You want to head to the WWE Network and head for the WWE pay-per-view tab and find ECW's December to Dismember. It'll be under WWE pay-per-views under 2006 if you've got the same user interface as me, and I don't see why you shouldn't, particularly if you're using the Xbox app like we are, or at least I am. The main event, of course, is an Extreme Elimination Chamber. What makes this already violent structure more extreme than it possibly could be? A load of weapons hanging off of it. This is essentially them taking the piss out of Lethal Lockdown, is what it is from TNA. But it is a 6-man match, of course, as the Elimination Chamber goes for the ECW title. Now, obviously, coming into this, Big Show was champion. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that harbinger of extreme wrestling himself, the Big Show. He comes in as ECW champion. His contenders, of course, are a mixed bag, shall we say. CM Punk in his early days. This is when CM Punk was slowly rising the WWE hierarchy to become the megastar that people saw him as later on down the line. Rob Van Dam, of course, the ECW favorite. Bobby Lashley, very early doors for Bobby Lashley. This is kind of early in his infancy when he had just come into the company. He'd only been around a little while. There had been a real push for Bobby Lashley at this point, and obviously Vince McMahon would have taken one look at him and gone, wow. Of course, Hardcore Holly. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the 2003 Royal Rumble was not the only main event that Hardcore Holly would get his hands on. He faced Brock Lesnar for the title there. He's in this match. And of course, the Punisher, Test, who would later on leave as Andrew Martin, the Punisher, in TNA. Lord.
Little tidbit here. Sabu was supposed to be in this match, in case people don't know. But, Sabu has had an infinite amount of problems with recreational drugs.
What?
Well, I know.
Rob Van Dam's in this match, mate, so I don't want to hear that as an excuse.
Holy shit. He was just being a bit of a dickhead backstage, so they wrote him out the night of the show. And then, we got Sparkplug right in this match, so let's go.
Yeah. So Sabu, unfortunately, not in this. So if you're a hardcore extremist from back in the day, well, this is not something you'll probably enjoy watching, but you might enjoy us taking a little bit of a commentary for it. So our watch along, number 3 is ECW's December to Dismember 2006. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it's available on the network. It's also available via dailymotion. Not allowed to say that normally, but I don't really give a shit. So check in out, and you're looking for, if you're watching on the network, it will start, or at least we will start, at 1 hour, 35 minutes and 22 seconds. You should have a shot of the Elimination Chamber being lowered towards the ring in what is arguably a very small and miserable arena full of very angry and very disappointed extremists. Once again, 1 hour, 35 minutes and 22 seconds, and that will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Remember that
I'm going to
chamber?
slap you if this is terrible. Yeah, the chamber itself is fantastic. This is before they changed it, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've got a new chamber now that's much higher and much safer because
Look at the
nothing
crowd.
says extreme. Like, so look at that geezer who looks.
They don't
look at that
care.
bloke with the beard, just his arms crossed. This is fucking shit. Fuck off.
Yeah, they do not care. Joey Styles and Taz. I think they should have kept Joey Styles by himself. That's what made the original
I'm one of the
ECW
few
so
people.
exciting.
Exactly. I'm one of the few people who really likes Joey Styles as a single man on comms, although I did enjoy it when he had Don Callis, aka Cyrus the Virus. The Extreme Elimination Chamber rules. 4 men loaded into their pods, phrasing boom. 2 men starting the chamber, phrasing boom. After a 5-minute period, phrasing boom.
Phrasing boom.
A pod will open, phrasing. Releasing not only another competitor, but a weapon as well. Yes, each member will have a weapon inside their pod, if I remember rightly. And if I do remember rightly, one of them has a table, which is hilarious because there's fuck all room in those pods as it is.
Yeah, there it is. Table with bar. Does it have barbed wire? No, it's just the glare off the plexiglass.
A crowbar.
Oh my god.
They should have put the actual crowbar in there and had him as the weapon. Remember crowbar?
Yeah.
Could have had crowbar, like just pick him up and just swing him at the opponents.
Yeah, but isn't a slapjack also slang for a weapon? We can get one of those.
That is very true, actually, yeah. So you could have a shitty Shane Fawn in your fucking cell if you happen to be watching this, Jack. Oh, here he comes, the most extreme champion. It's New Year's baby Big Show, as the SW like to call him.
This is before
I do
he took
prefer
the time off
singlet
to lose
giant.
all that weight. And he can't. Do you remember when he came back and he was fucking not like
Shredded,
shredded?
mate.
Yeah, not like shredded like he was in that picture like late last year or early this year. I remember when he was just fucking. He was shredded. This one
Ironically enough, though, people believe this to be one of the best forms of the Big Show. They believe that he was really motivated at this point, you know, being the sort of leader of a brand, albeit a terrible brand. A lot of people thought that he really he was going through his purple patch. And obviously he's Paul Heyman's guy at this point, which is a nice recurrence, actually, because if people remember 2002, Paul Heyman turned on Brock Lesnar and joined Big Show when he won the WWE title from him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Paul Heyman managed 3 WWE champions in 2002 between Lesnar, Show, and Angle.
Yeah, I don't think he managed Angle. But one thing I will say about Paul Heyman is the consistency. I like the fact that, you know, because we're trying to find positives in such a terrible match. One thing I will say is I appreciate the consistency or the continuity. People who listen to our regular podcasts will know I'm a real stickler for continuity and logic, and this actually does make sense. Why would he not want not only the biggest man in the company as his champion, but also the most destructive guy and the guy that he had managed previously as a WWE champion? Plenty of afters, plenty of history there. Stay in that bat.
Look what Big Show gets. Come on, The Walking Dead hasn't even been a TV show yet.
I think it would be really funny to put him in the cell with the table. He's like squashed up against the glass. Come on, guys.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, get on with it, for fuck's sake. Oh, remember this music.
Oh, I love this theme.
Pepsi Man, Pepsi Man. It's Kyle's favorite all-time wrestler. What is the Big Show doing? Big Show's got his face up against the glass, and he looks like he looks like one of them fat people who's found a delicious pie, on the ledge of an old person's house. He's like, just like sniffing away at him.
Oh, no. That's creepy.
Oh. Do you know what? That's the first time I've ever seen, admittedly, probably because of his height, but that is the first time I've seen somebody actually try and reach out of the cage and grab somebody.
Did you see him trying to swing the bat? Yeah, Joe, you got so much fucking room to swing that.
Yeah, man. Oh, CM Punk's got a chair. Listen to the crowd, though. They love him. Like, the one guy who's probably over more than anyone else at this point is CM Punk, because he was this exciting, brand new star that was coming forth from, you know, the developmental side of things. And also, Paul Heyman had a lot of faith and a lot of love and time for him, didn't he? The story goes that Vince McMahon asked him to fire CM Punk, and he was like, no, you do it. And that was the reason that they managed to keep him on for so long until he broke out and became a big star. Big Show's almost got his arm out of the thing.
Oh, that's good. Fucking Christ. Yeah, I believe from what I've read, the top two picks for this match are Punk and
Rob Van Dam?
Not Test. It's not Test. Test was not one of the picks. This is not
the coke takes. Oh my lord, the roids. Rest in power. I mean, he was humongous at this point.
Look at Heyman's face. He's like, fucking
Heyman's well proud of him. He's like, look at all the rights. Vince McMahon right now is creaming his knickers. Mate, have you seen his back?
I mean, can you call it a back?
Look at his back. It looks like an Italian pizza, bruv. Seriously. Like, that's what roids does to you. It turns you into a giant, extra-large pepperoni. Wow. I take it the wellness program wasn't really up to standards at this point. Holy shit, dude.
I think I have regrets choosing this. It's going to be a fucking car crash.
I think Test had some regrets choosing what he did. What's that crowbar for? To pick off the fucking zits he's got on his back.
Fucking hell. Okay, I would like you... All right, guys, so we've been watching for almost 10 minutes now, and there's only 3 guys in the ring.
Yeah. Tell me about it. On the plus side, the match isn't going to be that long.
No, that's because... 2 of the guys in there probably get gassed within 5 minutes.
What are you talking about? Test is already gassed. Big Show's having a great time. Mate, I've never seen any, like, wow. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why steroids should not be a fucking thing. Because it does that to people. Big Show's still looking like he's waiting on that slice of pie. Mate, State of Lashley's old music. Speaking of massive, it's at this point that Vince McMahon has climaxed. As soon as that pyro goes off, Vince McMahon times his jizz.
I think Big Show's timing his jizz too. Like, just look at him.
I don't think Big Show even knows where he is at this point. He's just hungry. There, he's like, give me some of that pie. Give it to me. Lashley, like, wow. Do you know what? You got to be impressed, don't you? 14 years on, that guy still, if anything, looks even better than he does there. He is a proper specimen.
Oh, 100%.
What's the matter, Kyle? You don't seem very enthusiastic for this one.
Why is the ref not going, Paul, put your arm back in the fucking cage?
Kyle, come back closer to your microphone.
Look at Paul Heyman's face.
Don't mind Paul Heyman's face. Look at the other guys. Apart from CM Punk must be fucking terrified. He looks like a chicken leg compared to these lads. Whose smart idea was it?
The main event.
Hardcore Holly. Oh, you dickhead.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, Kyle. Kyle.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Why?
Fucking Hardcore Holly. State of it.
Come on. No.
He sucks ass.
Nah, the only thing he's ever done that I enjoy, I don't know if he...
Was break his own neck?
I mean, that was... When he did sandbag for Lesnar, that was hilarious.
I don't really blame him, to be honest. Got quite a reputation. Look at Test. Test is well happy.
Yeah, all the heels are just clapping for each other.
Oh, I love that. Lashley stole Holly's spot in the Elimination Chamber. Listen to the crowd as well. They won. They're all behind RVD because he's the guy, and he's Mr. ECW. It's him and Punk. They're the two guys that they're desperate to win this, which is what is going to make this match even funnier for people.
I love RVD's music. I always have.
At this point, I used to be a monstrous mark for Mr. Rob Van Dam. We're a few months removed now from him being suspended from the company. But it was Sabu, actually, that took the major hit for the drugs. He basically took the fall for RVD when they both got pulled over with a large amount of substances. And at that point, RVD was stripped of the ECW and WWE title, and he never got back to the summit.
No, he went on to TNA. I think he's at least a 2-time TNA Impact champion.
Don't try and qualify that as good. He was an ECW champion and a WWE champion, but that pales in comparison to the TNA championship. This really is a TNA spectacular. This is awful.
Why does Big Show look like just a giant shark in the water? Maybe a whale, not a shark, but a whale.
Listen to the crowd. It's trying for CM Punk and RVD.
The state of that stage, man, it looks like shit.
I mean, the whole pay-per-view was just such a... I mean, they were in a much smaller arena. I think it only holds about 6,000. I mean, the fact that I can hear your beard over this show is probably a good thing, to be honest, mate. Wondering what that rustling is. That's creative, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to work out how to put this clusterfuck of a match.
Come on, Sparkplug. Let's go.
You shut your whore mouth. State of it, mate. This feels like the opening of Velocity.
What the hell was that?
Oh, stop faffing around with your fucking mic. That's pretty sick, to be fair. And Rob Van Dam, the one thing you could never deny him is athleticism. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. He's almost as high as he is in real life.
Maybe not as high as he is probably right this second.
I've just realised something. Miro must be cosplaying 2006 Hardcore Holly. Look at that hair.
He is not only the best man, but he's the best man.
He's the best plug. After the Wrestle plug. It's Sparkplug versus WrestlePlug, ladies and gentlemen. Joe would be a really good art piece for this. Hardcore Holly standing next to his car with Sparkplug, and then you stood next to like a golf cart or something. Oof. This is before they put the padding out there as well, so bumps on there were fucking horrendous. Do you know what? That's one thing I'm not going to miss, is people taking flat back bumps on a steel grate.
Yeah, didn't Sasha take a really nasty bump there one time?
She did. I think, it's a combination. Oh, dear God almighty. That was awful. It was nowhere near the boot. Wow, these are two guys who don't know how to start a match like this. If you go back in history and watch a lot of the Elimination Chambers, they'd normally start with like Benoit or Jericho or Edge or Angle, and with good reason, because those guys could carry a match. Daniel Bryan, later on, he would start one as well. So, hello, Rolling Thunder all the way to the outside. Oh. That is pretty sick, to be fair, although that sounded fucking horrible.
Yeah, that sounded pretty cool.
A rough splat.
Oh, I think that was just Rob's
his feet.
In the back. Yeah.
Yeah. Still, that being said, Hardcore Holly, there's nowhere for his body to go. It's not like you can suppress that. The one thing I will say, when you take a bump in a ring, for anyone who knows or for anyone who doesn't know, when you're inside a wrestling ring and you take a bump, if someone lands on you, there's a little bit of compression underneath. It still hurts, but, there's some sort of compression. With a bump like that, you saw it right there. Hardcore Holly's body doesn't move. It just compresses into solid steel. It's horrific. Oh, that was a big suplex, to be fair.
That was pretty nasty.
That's quite impressive. Hardcore Holly's never been a horrible wrestler. It's just, his gimmick is that he's a miserable bastard. Which, ironically enough, is also him. Oh, Rob Van Dam slightly over-elevating himself there. Oh, by the way, Rob Van Dam's working punches are horrendous.
That dropkick was pretty horrendous.
Bearing in mind Rob Van Dam is a martial arts expert, you think he'd know how to throw a decent punch. Steve Blackman, mate, he was the master. See, crowd chanting for CM Punk. He may not be our cup of tea, but Lashley's got the Brock Lesnar bounce going on. I really appreciate that.
All right, let's go. Any guesses?
Oh, the music. Doom, 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 doom. I'm going to go with Test.
I'm going to say Big Show. Oh, well, fuck us, I guess.
Listen to the crowd.
They love this guy.
My God. Look at that, the energy. Everything just picks up immediately. I've got to give him credit. You gotta think, we're still, 8 years away from CM Punk walking out on the company. Oh! That's probably how CM Punk felt when he got fired on his wedding day.
Why would he not just put his hands up and go,
because he's a real man. Also, I think we're still 1 year away from them removing steel chair shots. Oh my God, that was the worst monkey flip onto a chair I've ever seen. CM Punk bottled that, didn't he? He didn't want to go for that, so he just kind of rolled into it.
Yeah, you just saw Rob go, eh.
Oh, that was pretty sick. Countering the sweeping leg onto the leg drop, onto the chair. Beautiful. This is the CM Punk I liked. Bit of a messy springboard dropkick, but still effective. Bowling shoe ugly, I believe, JR would say. That's fucking sick. That's my favourite spot of the match. That was really sick.
Well, these are probably the two best workers in the match.
CM Punk showing RVD how you throw a goddamn punch. Oh my God. That never fails to...
Oh
my God, what's he doing? Oh, that's gnarly. That is... Mate, I'm loving CM Punk in this match. Why did we get this? Uh-oh. Why? Oh, good. I thought he was going to powerbomb him. I'm like, great. I was like, do not do that. Mate, I got to be honest. So far, not bad. I'm enjoying the carnage.
I thought you couldn't pin on the outside.
Am I correct in saying that was the first pin attempt?
I think there's been one before that.
Oh, mate, that fucking... Oh, dear Lord Almighty. There's a reason why you don't have chair shots to the head anymore, ladies and gentlemen, because if you see the state of CM Punk when he left the company, if you see the state of RVD and Hardcore Holly now, and, you know, unfortunately Test is no longer with us, you know, these guys who took repeated whacks to the head are either no longer with us or in pretty bad shape. So CM Punk probably did himself a favour getting out when he did.
Yeah, and all those people asking for him to come back. Guys, you're aware he fucking hates wrestling? So...
So much so, he even goes on that WWE show on Fox just to slag it off.
Oh, hangs him up.
Hanging him up.
Oh, what
Cheeky
a
little big
super
boot.
kick. Nah, super kick.
That was a big boot.
It was a super boot or a big kick.
It was a big boot. Leave him alone. He wasn't even trying to super kick him, to be fair. And to be fair to Hardcore Holly, he's actually done all right in this match.
All right, if he's gonna do anything, at least give me the Alabama Slammer.
I'm really curious to see whether WWE edits out the crowd being obnoxious pricks.
What?
There's the Hardcore special.
Nah, the WWE Universe was great in 2006.
He's going up high. Nice. To be fair to Hardcore Holly, he's put in a good shift.
Yeah,
But if you're Hardcore Holly, coming into this match, he's probably sitting there thinking, you know, I'm probably not going to be in another main event, so I may as well throw whatever I've got at this. I mean, you could always rely on him to go out there and put in a shift.
Yeah, I think he's always been like a solid pair of hands. Not fucking brilliant, but like he's not
one of his
gonna
big
carry a
problems
match.
was
He can
like
go out there and
he came in with that.
You know, do what he needs to do.
Yeah, I mean, he came in with that terrible gimmick, spark plug, and then he was put with Crash Holly, and Crash Holly ended up being so much more entertaining and hilarious than him because of his hardcore shenanigans. So he's always kind of been in the shadow of somebody else. 6, 5, 4, 3. Crowd are loving it. I mean, I'll be enjoying myself. It's got to be Test. It's got to be Test now. It is Test! Here he comes! Release the roids! Roid rage is about to fucking happen here, ladies and gentlemen.
Throw him right in the gut.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You're getting extreme. Test. You like that? You like that? He's going full Kirk Cousins. Mate, look at his back, ladies and gentlemen. Get a load of Test's back. Look at it. It looks like a fucking blueprint of the moon.
Jesus Christ. He's just like so bloated.
Size of him.
Like, yeah, like, I mean, I guess, you know, because of, let's just call it what they are. There's definitely some steroids in the system. It's definitely muscle.
No evidence of that.
Nah, nothing but the pizza back. But I mean...
Oh my god, Rob Van Dam is the worst fucking clothesline as well. I'm realising that even though I was a humongous mark for him, after the Alliance angle, it all seemed to just keep going downhill for this guy. Oh, Test smart enough to get his hands up a bit there.
Oh, Holly too, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, we're going to get, what is it, Van Terminator?
No, the Van Terminator is when he goes coast to coast.
Okay.
The Van Terminator is when he does the spinning heel kick. That is the, I don't know, just the Ford Transit van. How about that? crowd chanting the whole fucking show.
Oh, baby, here we
he's
go.
going up. Is that on CM Punk?
Yes, it is.
Because who's most over in this whole match?
The guy that's been first eliminated.
You gotta love it, ain't you? You could tell at this point as well that Vince wanted CM Punk gone. Oh, look out. Here comes Test. You! It's a heel turn on a heel. What happened there? Hardcore Holly didn't kick out, did he?
Wait, what's happening?
Wait a minute. Hardcore Holly, am I correct in saying he didn't get pinned?
That's what I thought.
I'm pretty sure he didn't. Oh, edgy. Right, so Big Show has already proven that he can put his hands through the top. So why would RVD be stupid enough to do that?
Because all
That,
babyfaces in
that makes
wrestling
him
are
look like a
stupid.
complete tard. I'm sorry, but it does. Oh, look out. Somebody's got to get their bell rang here. Or, right in the arse.
Oh, right in the face. Oh,
Mate! That's a monster bump. Fair play. What is wrong with you? Oh my god, it's on his head. Oh, what are you doing? Oh wait, Test has a oh no.
oh no.
Oh god.
Oh,
RVD's
God.
gonna die. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Well, Payman was very happy about it. So we're down, ladies and gentlemen, to Test, Big Show, and Bobby Lashley. It's got to be Lashley next, then it? It's got to be.
Jesus. I mean, I guess RVD gets
Crowd are trying to
chair in the
bullshit,
face
mate.
after,
Yeah.
you know. Was
Listen
it?
to the crowd.
Oh, they fucking hate it.
Well, they're shitting on it. The two guys who are huge, also, like, they didn't like Bobby
that
Lashley
chair
that
just
much, which is a
slides right off
shame,
his face,
because I
doesn't
think
it?
Bobby Lashley's really good. Like, I enjoyed Bobby Lashley a lot. So I think it's a bit disappointing, but at the same time, RVD and CM Punk, they, you know, someone needs to show Vince McMahon this pay-per-view when he says, we listen to what the fans want. The fans' voice matters.
Well, give Test some time to catch his breath because he was gassed walking to the ring.
It's got to be Lashes.
It's got to be Bobby L. Big
It'll
Bob.
probably be Big Show, knowing the state of the booking of this thing. To be fair, up until this point, the match has actually been a lot of fun. There's been some wild spots. It's been, if you like a bit of hardcore nonsense, there's been some cracking steel chair shots, the elbow drop, the big flip bumps. You know, there's been plenty to get your teeth into. It's the booking that's fucking horrendous. Also, I don't know what the fuck happened to Hardcore Holly.
Oh, if you get seizures, please don't watch the Elimination Chamber participant
Jesus
entry.
Christ, yeah. It is Lashes. Here he comes. What the? Oh my God! It's the riot
Retribution.
police. It's the Shield. Dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun.
I get
Look
what
at
they're
the
trying to
guy.
do. They're trying to. But they're hoping that this will help get the crowd behind Lashley more. But what it does is it just infuriates them more. You could have had Lashley go full Goldberg in this match. Remember Goldberg in SummerSlam 2003?
Oh, when he
Like,
just
even
kicks
though
his
he
way
wasn't
out?
that over, and he just wrecked everybody and speared Jericho through the cell. Like, that was when he was at his best.
Mm-hmm. Look, there's no... People aren't even holding it. Fucking just open it, Lashley. You're a fucking monster of a man.
Ah.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to see that the...
That is such a random use of a table. What is going on here? He's wrestling. He's fighting the table, man. That is the most unique use of a table I have ever seen. To be fair, the crowd are on it. They like it. Like, you gotta respect that.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at the fact that the table got stuck.
Go on, Lashes. Just think, mate, in 40
Well,
years' time, you'll be part of the Hurt Business. That was a pretty sick lariat, to be honest.
I think that's the
I
first.
feel like Bobby Lashley deserves a lot more love during this period than he got.
Oh yeah, people just hate him because he was like Vince's ECW pet project.
Yeah, and also because he's not CM Punk. Oh! Yeah, right. If anyone listening doesn't know the effects of roids compared to actually working out properly, well, you have your you have your comparison here. Look at Bobby Lashley. Now look at Test. That's what roids does.
Look at Test. Now look at Bobby Lashley. Look back at Test. This is steroids.
Look at Bobby Lashley. Now look at Test. Now look back at Bobby Lashley. Now look at Brock Lesnar. Now look at Bobby Lashley. Vince thinks they're the same person. It's Black Lesnar.
I bet, yeah, he definitely thinks Lashley says Brock like covered in chocolate.
Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he thinks that Lesnar has been spray painted and had his head shaved. Don't forget, though, that Bobby Lashley, I believe, would drop the ECW title to Vince McMahon. It's pretty obvious what's happening here. Do you know what? This is eerily similar to when Roman Reigns got double teamed by Kane and Big Show at the Royal Rumble.
Oh,
It's a tried and tested thing for WWE. They think, oh, you know, we want this guy to get over. So what we'll do is we'll get the two most go-away heat-inducing people we can in Test and Big Show and get him to double team this guy.
what was Lashley's finisher right now? Did he use the
Beautiful.
Dominator or was he using the spear?
I think he was using the spear. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, everything he does is fine. You know, dare I say it, Bobby Lashley at this point is a better wrestler than Roman Reigns was when he first started getting his push.
I mean, that's, yeah, absolutely fair.
There it is. Whoa, meaty. There it is. And we're down to 2. Big Show's face there. He's just realised he's not getting that pie he wanted at the beginning of the match.
I still don't understand
Oh, man.
the booking of this. Why do they have so much space here?
What, like a minute? This is one of those matches where the concept is fine, but the execution of it is horrendous. Paul Heyman working his ass off. He's getting the table. That thing can't surely still be a thing after. Yeah, look at the state of the legs of it.
Yeah, 'cause they got caught in the chamber wall.
It got molested. Let's be honest, mate. That table is a victim. I'm amazed that it hasn't made Botchamania.
I'm surprised it hasn't spoken out.
I am the table. That is a phenomenal use of the table. Just lob at him in fury. Credit to Big Show. He hasn't even flinched. Like, I would have literally lost my shit. By the way, Bobby Lashley, not being too smart there, he just gave Big Show the chair. Yeah, I was going to say, go back and get that, you fucking idiot.
5, 4, 3, 2.
We're about to get the
1.
technical contest we always wanted.
This is the sequel to Chris Benoit against Kurt Angle at WrestleMania X7.
Oof. Well, it's the crap show.
Look at Lucille. Look at her.
Where's the riot police? Can we get the riot police back? Does anyone see the horrendous irony, by the way, of the fact that a load of riot police tried to suppress a black man in this match?
Oh, Jesus.
Cover up! Cover up!
Oh my God.
He almost got him. He almost got him.
Don't push the chair away.
No, I was going to say, right? Why would you give up the one thing is... Oh, that's brilliant. It's him. Oh! Right in his tummy. I reckon Big Show could have absorbed that. That gives you an idea of how big his stomach was. Did you hear the thud when it hit his stomach?
Yeah, there's a...
It's like someone put a silencer on it. What's the ref doing?
He's taking the bat out of the cage. Why would you do that?
I want more violence.
He's like, I gotta make sure I put it back in the ring. There's a spot.
See, look, a few people like him. You can tell who in the audience are ECW fans, who are sports entertainment WWE fans. That was pretty sick. That was really sick, actually. He's coming for you, show! He's coming for you! Phrasing boom.
Lashley's
Do you know what,
traps
mate?
are
I've got to
bigger
say,
than my head.
I'm really enjoying this performance from Bobby Lashley.
I liked Lashley's original run.
This is great. He's athletic, he's strong, he's got a good moveset, he's good at the violence stuff. That is a really ingenious way of getting out the other side. I really like that. There's a lot of things in this match that I haven't seen done in other Elimination Chambers.
This match is not as bad as I remember.
Yeah, actually, you haven't picked an entire dud.
Oh, shit.
That was a hell of a Beal. An Ian Beal.
Oh, remember when the Big Show used a choke slam as a finisher? Well, it's a choke slam. Yeah, for some reason, I always had this match painted in my memory as just a fucking car wreck you couldn't take your eyes off of. But all things considered, other than the shitty booking, it hasn't been awful. Like, it's not, it's not a 5-star clinic, but it's been entertaining for what it is.
I actually think that a lot of guys in this match, Hardcore Harley, Bobby Lashley especially, even Big Show to a certain extent, have actually really performed quite well in this match. A lot better than I expected them to. Oh, there it is. Is that enough? Yes, it is.
And there it is.
And no. The riot police are not impressed. I mean, they'd be even less impressed seeing a black man win a title right now.
Yeah. And was Lashley ECW champion going into the Battle of the Billionaires? Was he still champ at the time?
I'm not entirely sure. He might have been. I think that's why Vince McMahon turned on him and, cost him the ECW title. Remember bandana wearing Vince McMahon? Oh,
yeah, he must lose it after that because Vince... Yeah, okay.
You should do, because that's how your boy Santino Marella got his debut. Because Bobby Lashley stitched him.
He debuted on April 16th, 2007, which April 16th is my birthday.
What a birthday present.
That's the only reason I remember that.
Is that why you're such a massive mark for him? Because he debuted on your birthday?
And he pinned Umaga for the Intercontinental Championship.
Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I would give that 3 stars. I actually thought that was all right. It's by no means a classic, but that was fine. There was loads of great spots. Lashley, showing a bit of love to the fans. Some of the fans are appreciative of it. I'm glad he won that, actually. Out of all of them, Bobby Lashley, for me, at that point, had the biggest upside. And that upset people because they all love CM Punk, but I thought that was great.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. Like I said, for some reason, just in my mind, I remember this.
Oh my God.
So bad. But all things considered...
That's not that bad.
No.
That's definitely not even close to the worst Elimination Chamber I've ever seen.
No, and that's a hell of a visual. Just Lashley standing in that pyro. That was good.
Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. ECW's December to Dismember main event, the Elimination Chamber. Bobby Lashley with his first ever world title in professional wrestling as well, the ECW Championship, if you can classify it as a world title. Yeah, a lot of people dumped on that match, but ultimately I actually thought it was quite fun. Plenty of good carnage. I like the fact that the violence looked legitimate as well. I think overall, there's some things about that match that have stood up better than others. Obviously, the booking was terrible. The crowd clearly were behind RVD and CM Punk. They didn't get what they wanted. And in classic wrestling fashion, I think that's probably why the fans shit on it as much as they do, because they just didn't get what they wanted from it. But yeah, ultimately, I thought it was a good crack. Good choice, Mr. Wilkinson. I did hate you at first, but you have redeemed yourself in the eyes of many, including the WrestlePlug universe.
Oh well, thanks, man. I'm glad. I hope people actually enjoy it as much as we did, because everyone just painted it in such a negative light, and for good reason. But the match itself, I enjoyed it. It was fun to watch.
It's fun to watch, Muggle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you did enjoy it. Hopefully you're still enjoying the watch-alongs. Nobody's disliked the videos yet, and now that I've said that, I probably will dislike this one just to fucking spite us. But if you did enjoy it, please like, please comment, please subscribe, obviously. But most importantly, leave us a comment and let us know what you'd like us to cover, because we haven't really got many suggestions other than the good brother Jay Miller, who suggested we cover CM Punk and John Cena and Money in the Bank for 2011, and we will do that at some point. But this forthcoming week, obviously, when you're listening to this, the following week will be my choice, number 4 of the WrestlePlug Watch Along series. Look out for that. We'll try and announce them earlier on social media, so you got a little bit of time to prepare yourself for the shenanigans and the nonsense. But the great thing about these being on YouTube is you can watch them at your leisure. They're always available. Hell, you might even be listening to this a year later. That's the great thing about this. It's always going to be there for you guys to get into and give you something to do when times are rough. From myself and Carl Wilkinson, thank you very much for listening, and we'll catch you very soon for another watch along from the WrestlePlug.